Temitayo Michael on YouTube. I have to present a slide now. So the first thing we have to start with is client acquisition for newbie freelancers. Let's get into it. We don't have to waste time. I was expected or I slated to start by 8:30, but right now we are starting 8:35, which is 5 minutes late due to the technical difficulties. We're in Nigeria, so Nigeria is a little bit hard to have things on schedule. So the first thing we are going to be going into is we are going to be discussing what the course really talks about, which is the welcome and course overview. And obviously, I have actually bought different freelancing courses in Nigeria. I should drop the link to my YouTube channel. The name of the channel is Temitayo Michael on YouTube. Temitayo Michael, that's the name of the channel, and you can join the live there. Temitayo Michael, that's the name on YouTube. I did not change the name on YouTube. So you can join the live class. They were talking about client acquisition for newbie freelancers. We'll be holding the class every Sunday like this. It is absolutely free. I'm not charging any price or any. I'm not charging you any cost for it. And I expect that you are going to participate in the class. Obviously, they are going to be a set of people that will be getting first access to the class right on the platform I use for live streaming. But it's free on YouTube. So if you are joining on YouTube, let's discuss. So welcome and to Temitayo's Marketing. That's my brand name. Temitayo Michael, and the course is focused on helping you get to 1.5 a month, $1,000 minimum at least a month as a Nigerian freelancer. And the target audience is not people who don't have a skill, please. Our focus is on only people who currently have a skill, people who are currently earning or who are freelancers who are earning between maybe 100 to 500,000 per month and are looking to grow themselves. And the reason why this is like that is, yeah, so we are currently live on YouTube at the moment, and I would advise anyone who is not a part of the class to actually become a part of it. So again, I think we are on the understanding the global freelance marketplace. So what we are doing right now is actually a kind of overview of the class. If you ended up not seeing it, you're going to see a replay which is going to talk about everything we are going to discuss in the class. Then if you want me to actually notify you under the videos or under the video on my YouTube channel, you actually see the link to getting notified. You would leave your email, your phone number, and I'm going to start contacting you about when the class wants to hold and stuff like that. So we have understanding the global freelance market. That's the next step, obviously. Uh, and we're going to be talking about overview of the global freelance marketplace. Obviously, everybody has access to the local marketplace in Nigeria. We know how it works. We know how dealing with clients works in Nigeria, but we will be focused mostly on the global freelance landscape in this class. Then we will talk about why foreign clients pay what they pay, where we'll be talking about the laws of demand and supply. I know many of us know that already. And we're talking about the three laws of compensation by Bob Proctor. We're talking about opportunities and challenges of global freelancers. We'll be talking about, then we'll go from there, from understanding the global freelance marketplace. We'll talk about identifying your niche and your unique selling proposition for your market as a freelancer, which is something that actually changes on a consistent basis. Your unique selling proposition changes every three months, 6 months. Your unique selling proposition, your angle actually changes. So we'll talk about how to define your niche, how to find your niche and target audience as a freelancer. We'll talk about standing out in the global marketplace. We'll talk about overcoming challenges to a consistent income, which is one of the biggest problems of us freelancers. Trying to get a consistent income is one of the biggest problems. So we'll talk about building a professional. So we're waiting for that to load up. Okay, we continue from where we stopped. So we'll talk about building a professional portfolio, which will involve creating a standout portfolio. I'll focus on relevance of your portfolio, which is one of the hardest part of actually developing a portfolio as a local freelancer who is trying to sell to the global market space. Then we'll talk about building a website to actually showcase your portfolio. I will actually discuss about, because I have some little skills and some little experiences when it comes to no code website development. I would actually also discuss about that. So then we also talk about mastering LinkedIn for freelancers. Sorry, my dog is distracting me. What do you want? Go back to the corner. Yeah, go back. She's not listening. So we'll talk about mastering LinkedIn for freelancers. Uh, where we're talking about LinkedIn has actually been a platform that has earned me majority of my clients that paid over $1,015 a month. So we'll talk about optimizing your LinkedIn profile optimization. We'll talk about crafting professional profiles. We'll talk about overcoming objection with your LinkedIn profile, which is objections are generally what people say when they come to your profile and feel like they don't the restrictions or the things that stop a client from actually deciding to patronize you or work with you as a freelancer. So we'll talk about creating a LinkedIn profile that overcomes those restrictions and those objections that the customer might have in their mind. Then we'll talk about building authority, and that would actually focus on LinkedIn. Content marketing is one of those fields I actually handle as well for clients. So which makes me actually quite experienced when it comes to content marketing. We talk about content creation to attract potential clients, different type of content, different format of content. Then we'll talk about authority building with your content. We talk about generating leads with your content. Then we'll talk about outbound client acquisition. All those we have been talking about is mainly inbound, but let's focus on outbound. Outbound will be talking about effective ways to connect and engage with prospects. We'll use LinkedIn, focus on LinkedIn. We'll talk about creating personalized outreach messages. And we'll talk about how to craft offers that can be used inside your messages on LinkedIn. Then we also talk about leveraging other freelance platforms. Obviously, we know about job websites. Many of us know about the platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. We'll do comparison. They will also bring in people that can actually give us some information about these platforms. We'll talk about creating a winning freelancing profile or portfolio. And we'll talk about how to transition your clients from freelance platforms for those that want consistent income. Then we'll talk about inbound marketing strategies, which is one of the most important aspects. We talk about content marketing beyond LinkedIn, content creation strategies, building a personal brand, and networking and building relationships. Then we talk about the business side of freelancing. Majority of this is deep waters for many of us. It's deep waters for a lot of people. Many of us don't really know about the business side of freelancing, which involves the legal considerations, setting up your business, pricing your services, managing finances and payments, and so on and so forth. We'll talk about that as well. I will give some of my input. But the most important thing is to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because obviously it's going to be in landscape mode and I'm going to be sharing my screen on YouTube. But I can't do that on Instagram and I can't do that on TikTok. So I'll advise you to actually find my YouTube channel. But you can also go to visit my profile on both of them, on both Instagram and TikTok. Get to my website, then you'll find the link to join the class. It's as simple as that. You'll find a link to join the class very easily by simply doing that. Or you just simply find my YouTube channel, subscribe or get notified by the class. You'll see the link to the form where you drop your email, your phone number, and I will start to notify you when the class wants to hold. Today it's holding by Sunday, next week it might be holding by Saturday. So I can notify you ahead before the class actually commences. Also, there's going to be some times where there will be limited entry to the class, maybe 100 people, but it will always be free. We live streamed free to YouTube, so you can always join on YouTube. So I guess that is going to be the end of today. We've talked about everything we're going to be covering in the class. So I look forward to seeing you in the class by next week. From TikTok, I look forward to seeing you. From Instagram, I look forward to seeing you. And from YouTube, I also look forward, and Facebook, I also look forward to seeing you. See you later. Cheers.